I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Scenes of flooding like these from Ulster County yesterday could continue to play out around here in the days ahead, with the threat of even more shower and thunderstorm activity on our forecast for the rest of the week at least. That's not good news for those living in areas vulnerable to flash flooding or those looking to salvage growing seasons on our region's farms, following one of the wettest months of June on record. Orange County black dirt farmer Chris Pavelski is among those in need of a quick weather turnaround.
This much rain, what happens is a few things. First off, it prevents people who are growing greens from being able to get in and plant or harvest, which is very difficult. For crops that are full season crop like onions or sweet corn, the plants are essentially in many places in cases drowning. It's just too much moisture. The ground can't drain it fast enough and the plants start to shrink down, turn yellow, wilt and die.
And Pavelski says all the rain raises another flood threat for area farmers, the long-term drainage problems along the nearby Wallkill River.
It's all along, in the lower Hudson Valley. This kind of weather pattern's been hitting really hard in Sullivan County and Ulster County and Dutchess County. It's not just even the Black Dirt area. When the 6-inch rain event happened last month, the tributaries that flow into the Wallkill were up to the brim, and my fields nearly were flooded. It just came right to the top, a little bit over, and then they receded. That's absurd that 6 inches of rain caused that. Basically, the tributaries were flowing into the Wallkill couldn't handle it, and it started to back up. It shouldn't be 4 inch or 6 inches over a given week or so should cause that kind of situation. That river has to be taken care of ASAP. Enough studies, enough time has passed. We've had enough 50-year floods over the last 8 years. Time to take care of that once and for all.
How are other farmers in the region faring amid all the rain? Reporter James Walsh will have the story here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. In Kingston, City Police are looking for this woman as part of their investigation into the passing of counterfeit money. Police say the unidentified woman used a phony $100 bill to make a purchase at the Walgreens store in Kingston. She then drove off in a maroon-colored Kia Optima. Anyone who can recognize this woman is asked to contact Kingston City Police at 845-331-1671. Police in the city of Newburgh say they're continuing to follow up leads in their search for the shooter who gunned down and killed a man Friday night. Investigators say 22-year-old Tristan Hansen, who recently moved to Newburgh from Jamaica, died shortly after making it to St. Luke's Hospital with a single gunshot wound. Police say the shooting happened at the City Terrace 1st Street intersection, and they believe 2 guns were fired during the incident. About 30 people took part in a demonstration Monday outside the Kingston office of Republican Congressman Chris Gibson to urge him and other House members to get behind the immigration reform bill recently passed in the Senate. Supporters of the reform include members of a group called Organizing for Action, who are calling on members of Congress to get behind legislation that would streamline the legal immigration system and create an earned pathway to citizenship. Gibson was not in his Kingston office at the time of the demonstration. He has said he and others are reviewing the contents of the Senate bill. The House may opt to cut the Senate bill into 4 smaller bills, a move opposed by the Hudson Valley Labor Federation, whose leaders say the Senate immigration reform package should not be changed. A man described as a major Kingston drug dealer faces a substantial stretch in prison now that an Ulster County court jury's convicted him on felony cocaine sale and possession charges. Tyrone Watson's arrest culminated a 3-month-long investigation that included the repeated sale of cocaine to an undercover police officer. This was not Watson's first brush with the law. He has prior felony convictions for possession of drugs and an illegal handgun. And calling it a way to help restore public trust and integrity in our state government, Governor Andrew Cuomo today announced the formation of a 25-member commission that will investigate public corruption at all levels of government. The commission's creation comes in the wake of a series of arrests and charges of criminal wrongdoing involving a number of state lawmakers. The panel will turn over its future investigative findings to prosecutors. Senate Republican leader Dean Skello said this week he's worried the commission's work could become a witch hunt against sitting legislators. Unfortunately, the word thunderstorm continues to pop up in our weather forecast. Wednesday will be partly sunny, but once again, A thunderstorm could develop anytime, anywhere. The highs Wednesday will be in the 80 to 85 degree range. And Mother Nature could produce her own fireworks again on Thursday, the 4th. Another day of possible thunderstorms mixed in with a partly sunny sky and temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Get the information and features to help start your day in tomorrow's Times Herald Record, and keep clicking here at Record Online to get news whenever and wherever it breaks. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Banks.